Hey guys, how's it going? So today, I'm disappointing my parents. It went over fine when they found my hidden goodie stash. They were pushed to the limit when I injected lewd furries in my little brother's Blade and Sorcery VR, but I think this one's gonna get me put on the street for sure. Can you beat Huniepop without nutting? The rules will be just like the typical you laugh you lose challenge. Let's get it over with. Don't subscribe. First things first, I have to go incognito, so I'm going into Steam offline mode. And now that I'm shielded from any social embarrassment, let's pop this honey and start a new game as female for the extra challenge when my imagination starts to kick in. We start the game in a bar, and just like any woman sitting alone in a bar, I am immediately accosted. Although I did my best to seem disinterested, later that night, my home is broken into by the person I met at the bar, who must be on a rock bender on our way back from exploring the kids section in a costume Halloween, who tells me she is a love fairy that can get my virgin ass some action. Like any 20-year-old virgin, I accept the situation without question and get taken on my first date. I blow her away with my outstanding Candy Crush skills, but this virgin doesn't even get a smidget of ass yet, and I go back to my bedroom looking forward to another night with Mr. Pink. But there's no time for that, as Mrs. Pink is already in my room trying to drag me to some campus. Apparently I have nothing better to do than to be a virgin loser, so instead of doing that, we let her take us to campus where we stumble into a 14-year-old girl posing as a college student. Trying to keep conversation brief and police interference negligible, I just ask her general questions about campus. But her jailbait skills are good, and she gives me her number anyway, so after speaking a total of 4 sentences to each other, she accepts my request for a date, further reinforcing my belief that she's a cop. I blow her socks off with my gaming puresse, and she pays my city boy ass $1,000 for the fun time. I kick her to the curb and head to the park to find a moody 21-year-old Asian school teacher, introducing me to the first difficulty spike of the challenge. We convince her to a date in under a minute and nail it, bringing in another fat stack of cash. I tell her to fuck off as I have a whole town of women that need a piece of my virgin Cheeto dust-covered rolls, and meet a babe at the shore. I blatantly sexually harass her when she tells me she doesn't like her outfit and use my narcissistic skills to get her on a date. At this point, my lack of showing affection in the form of small toys like Rubik's Cubes is really starting to affect my candy and booty crushing skills. I barely make it out of this date with my dignity, but still get paid handsomely for my hostess services. It's late, so I go to the bar where I think I'm about to run into trouble. Then this tramp opens her mouth and sounds like a generational smoker, so I immediately relax the chub. I accidentally take her on a date, even after seeming completely disinterested, and bomb it. The only thing I can cope with to distract me from my shattered dignity is that my next date with the school teacher will be easy. The next day I go back to Aiko. The teacher is Aiko. I don't say a single word except to ask her on a date, and then proceed to completely fumble the date. At this point, I'm at an all-time low, so I went on a date with the pushover schoolgirl to reconcile my broken spirit. It worked, and she paid me handsomely for my services. While on our date, I brought up my predicament I was having with Aiko, and she gave me the encouragement I needed to work up the courage and try to go on another date with her. The schoolgirl told me everything she would want to hear, so I nailed this date perfectly. I left that date with a big smile and my pockets full. Getting back on with it, I jumped around town to other women, but my heart wasn't in it. Dates would never go my way because my mind was always on Aiko. She even sent me a cute picture because she was thinking about me. The eye candy couldn't distract me from what I really wanted. After countless futile dates, I threw myself back to Aiko with all the best gifts she wanted, and after she was boozed up just right, we went on a fantastic date. I was happy, the pain ceased, and with it my charm came back. I was nailing it, and with all my gifts paid for by other women, I was destined to win her hand. The date ended with a resounding success, and I went to the bar feeling like the queen of the world and wanting to rub my good time into the smoker's face. I reduced the smoker to tears by tearing into her stupid leopard print outfit and annoying voice. Just as I thought the day couldn't get any better, I got a message on my phone from Aiko. Well, run's over. Challenge failed. I guess it's impossible.